Didn't see you there. Did you know that informational processing theory is the theory that focuses on the way in which learners mentally process new information? And memory is the ability to mentally save that. Let's see that in work.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Deuteronomy, and your teacher, Travis, actually invited me in today to go into a little bit more detail on a really cool occurrence that happens in our atmosphere. As you all have been learning about your radio frequencies, you must know already that the radio frequencies only go as far as the eye can see. See, the Earth is round. I know that's going to confuse some of you, but it is in fact round. And if radio frequencies, when they start out, they can't go past the horizon. But there's something called the Kenley-Heaviside layer that is up in our ionosphere that creates almost a tool for us to use in the radio industry, and it allows us to bounce these signals off instead of just letting them die at the horizon. And as you'll see here, this layer is actually named after two scientists. One of them, his name is Kenley, is actually Arthur Kenley, and the other's name was Oliver Heaviside. And as you can see, both of these gentlemen have wonderful mustaches. This one, only a man from the 1800s could sport a mustache like that.
Eventually.
Or simply Heaviside layer. And it is a layer of ionized gas occurring roughly 90 to 150 kilometers above the ground. One of several layers in the Earth ionosphere. It reflects medium to high frequency radio waves, and because of this reflection, radio waves can be propagated beyond the horizon. We can actually bounce them off. Now, Tom, are you even with me right now? Tom, yo. What?
Clearly, this student's mind and sensory receptors are far from being directed towards the information being taught. Now let's watch and see how this teacher tries to regain Tom's attention.
I can't believe you guys aren't paying attention. What is not interesting about this topic? Come on, Tom. What did I just say?
We're talking, it's past the jelly moon,
Yeah. Trying to teach you, man, I feel like I'm all alone in the moonlight up here. How about you, Jenny?
Well, you said it reflects the medium frequency radio waves, and because of this reflection, radio waves can be propagated beyond the horizon, and that a man from the 1800s could only sport a mustache that great.
Awesome! Follow her example.
Did you see what happened there? The teacher was testing Tom's working memory. Tom might be actively thinking about the information, but unfortunately, working memory only lasts between 5 to 20 seconds. What will Tom do if he has to be tested on this?
Alright guys, come on. I really need your attention. This is really important. And you guys have a test coming up. So first thing, let's get all of our electronic devices put away. I know. Come on. Let's get rid of the distractions. Put it on the floor. Good. Alright, now, maybe this will help you guys remember this. Alright? Here's what we're going to do. This is the Earth. Alright? Just like we see the Earth, you all understand that, you guys get that there's several layers of the atmosphere. It's not all one thing, there's a lot of different layers, and a lot of the different layers have different thicknesses. Okay? Now, the Heaviside layer is one of the first layers that affects radio frequency. So, Tom, give me your pen. So here we are in the state of Florida, right? Now we're going to take the Earth and we're going to rotate it so Florida's on the top. Now this does not happen in real life. Alright? Here's our radio tower. Does that make sense? Are you with me?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Tom, thanks. Alright. So your radio tower is spitting out radio waves to your radios. Alright? In your car. You get it. Right? You hear the radio. It comes from somewhere. It comes from a radio antenna somewhere. Now this radio is going to go straight out. It does not go over the Earth. Are you with me? Remember, we got a test on this coming up. Okay. The heaviside layer is floating around up on top here. It's like this big old pillow thing that's running around here. It's like a mirror. Think of it like that. So our radio waves are going to go out, they're going to bounce off this thing, and they're going to come back down. Which means a radio signal that happens in Florida may quite possibly be heard all the way up in the Arctic Circle. It's happened. Sometimes they're able to bounce these radio waves back up, they come back down, they bounce off the water, they come back up. It is possible, as you can see here, that they can bounce almost all the way around the world just off a little tiny AM radio. Does that make sense? And remember, that's going to happen how far above the Earth? Probably about 90 kilometers, okay? Pretty far up there. And all of this is going to happen, and it happens all the time, it never stops happening, and that is called the heaviside layer. Do you have any questions? Go.
Do we have to take a test?
Of course we have to take a test. How am I going to know that you even remember any of this unless you take a test?
You just-
This knowledge is important for your life. I know, I know.
3 weeks later.
No, Mom. I gotta go. Yeah. Teachers often use tests and quizzes to evaluate their students. Retrieval is the process of finding information that is previously stored in their students' long-term memory.
Okay, guys. I've graded your tests that we took on the heaviside layer. And I am proud of some of you, and I am not as proud as I could be for some others. So I would like to congratulate Jenny and Tom. All right, so as you all can see, some of you, congratulations. You're going to be graduating, and some of you are going to have to learn how to ask Mr. Deuteronomy, would you like fries with that?
So as you can see, due to Tom's lack of attention and the teacher's inability to gain his attention, Tom ultimately suffered. Whereas Jenny was able to recall all the information successfully because she ended up giving her attention to the teacher. In order for information processing theory to work, students must first give their attention to the teacher. Only then will they be able to move that information into their working memory, which then can be transferred into their long-term memory. Jenny was able to successfully do this and in turn got an A+ on her test. So, go Jenny!
It's alright, 'cause I'm staying by the bed. If the teacher puts a test, I know I'm in a mess. And the dog ate all my homework last night. Riding low in my chair, she won't know that